Watch this. Even God that quickeneth the dead, by calling those things that be not as though they were. For there is such a thing as called the faith of Abraham. Look at Romans chapter 4 from verse 14 to 16, and I read. It says, for if they which are of the law be heirs, faith is made void, and the promise made of none effect. Verse 15, because the law, hallelujah, worketh wrath. For where no law is, there is no transgression. That's not my emphasis. Now, verse 16. Therefore, it is of faith. Watch this. How am I going to be healed? With all that I'm hearing. Therefore, it is of faith, that it might be by grace. To the end, the promise might be sure to all the seed. The promise might be sure to all the seed, not some of God's children, but to all of God's children. Hallelujah. Not to that only which is of the law, but to that also which is of the faith of Abraham, who is the father of us all. There is such a thing as called the faith of Abraham. The faith of Abraham. Now let me show you the mystery here. The Bible now says in verse 17, look at the mystery. For it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, before him whom he believed, even God. Watch this. Even God that quickeneth the dead, by calling those things that be not as though they were. Even God that quickeneth the dead, by calling those things that be not as though they were. You can have a symptom in your body. You will overlook the symptom and you begin to call health into your body. Hallelujah. It might not look like you are healthy. You might not feel like you are healthy, but you're going to overlook the feelings and begin to call the things that be not as though they were, and they will become. Hallelujah.